What's up, and welcome back to Naptime Builder. Guess what? It's still raining from the last video. Want to guess why? Because I just finished the last video. See? Now, as you can tell from the thumbnail or the title, we're going to be messing with my work car, which is the tow car, the tow Lincoln. She's a beast, okay? I've used this thing, push, pull, everything. Vehicles around, jump or not jump, project vehicles around the yard. Well, she needs some love. See, she did have a small exhaust leak. Now she has a big exhaust leak. Because when she had a small exhaust leak, we hit a big pothole. And for some reason now she got a big exhaust leak. It's like she's straight headers or something. Check it out. Yeah. Lovely, ain't it? Just imagine that right there on a 25 minute drive to and from work for the past probably about a month, if we're being honest. I've been waiting on a good time to pull her in the shop and mess with her in case it took me a couple days. Now I believe it's that time. So let's see what we can do. Now, she is no beauty queen. And honestly, the only reason it has the Mustang wheels on it is because I already had the Mustang wheels and they had good tires. The other tires wore out. Had these, they bolt up. Makes sense, right? Plus, made it look a little bit better. Why not? But right now would be a good time for your boy to have a dadgum lift. But guess what? He don't. So, I'll have to jack this mug up as high as we can on jack stands. And yes, I know I have not cleaned. Well, I cleaned a bunch of garbage. I also have tools everywhere. Sorry, I've been busy. As soon as I finish one video, I jump straight to the next one instead of cleaning up all my tools. So, sorry. I need to get better. I will get better once we build out the shop and extend it. I'll have more room. I have a lot of junk. I have a lot of stuff. Okay? I have a lot of stuff. This is a decent sized shop. I would consider it a decent sized shop because this is the only shop I've ever had. And I've only had it now for not even 2 years. So, I would consider this a decent sized shop. Before, I would have dreamed of having a shop this size. And I love it. But I have a lot of stuff. And I have a lot of projects. And I kind of sometimes have to jump from one to the other, to the other, to the other for waiting on parts. Are you boys broke? Maybe I already have stuff to work on this other one. I can do it without spending so much money. When we build this out, I plan on, before using the front part, actually making it nicer than this. And then maybe when it's done, I can move all of this that's going in there and organize. And then maybe I can make this a little bit nicer after that's done. Because then I'll have more room to move stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop rambling. I need to jack this mug up, get her on jack stands. And crawl up under this thing, I guess. All right, got her up on jack stands. I got big ones in the back or in the front. Got some 6 tons in the rear. And while I was jacking it up, which took forever because she's so low, I already seen my issue. What do you think about that? Looks lovely, don't it? So what we have here See, these cars had four catalytic converters. There used to be, like, here's one right up here, the bottom of one there. You can see the other one on the other side, maybe. See the other one right there. There's another one. There used to be another, ooh, don't look at that too close. There used to be another one right in here and right in there on the other side. As you can see, I'm a big old dummy. And I cut the back two out and welded a straight pipe in there. Now, am I saying it's gonna look any better than that right there? Probably not, to be quite honest with you, because all I got's the little flux core, and honestly, I'm not good enough to have anything better than that, if we're being honest. So, get the angle grinder with a cutting disc, cut them off. Well, cut that off, get a flappy disc, clean up both ends and sides and all that junk, and then, all right, here we are. I got that piece cut out and cleaned up, and here's what we're looking like, okay? Got her out and cleaned up. As you can tell, it ain't fitting perfectly. I believe a big part of my problem before, not to mention the terrible welds, but I think I might have had this in here a little too tight, and that's why when I hit that pothole, it was so much pressure that it knocked it out. But I've got it fitting pretty good over here. I think what I'm gonna do is throw a couple tacks around in here where my thumb is. And then you can see I got this little gap up top, but it's up in there at the bottom. Just a hair. I think I'm gonna tack this down here. Well, I actually might, because I wouldn't be able to get that piece out then. So I think I'm gonna hold it right here and mark right around through here, and then take it back out, cut that little piece off of it, and then I should be able to lean it down a little bit more and close that gap up top and make it better at the bottom. So let's try that. All right, y'all. You know, I mean, hey, we cleaned her up, stuck her back up there. I trimmed just a little slither off, closed that gap some. I still had to jump a small gap, you know. Sorry, my beard hairs just trying to curl up into my ear up there. I guess it's time to trim. But I got her back in. She's welded in. I'm not gonna worry about grinding it and keeping her smooth. This thing's so low, ain't nobody gonna look at it anyways. I mean, next time I look at it is when that piece falls. Well, bust. It didn't fall off. It just came apart. So, but here's what she's looking like. Oh, get down here so I can actually see. Ooh, back up, Terry. Back up. Back up. Back up. Look, I told you she wasn't gonna be pretty. I might take the wire wheel to it, just a hair. Trying to see. I'm gonna give her one last look over, see if I can see an open spot or two I didn't hit. I think I see a couple. So let me hit them, and then we'll be done with this. Then we'll crank her up. All right, I'm nervous. I hit them last couple spots. I believe that's all of them. You know, I mean, I'm curious. I ain't gonna set up in this thing because she's still suspended. I don't know, can I lean on it? Oh, she's sturdy, baby. She's sturdy. Let's see what we got. I had my battery unhooked, by the way, during the process. Listen at her. Listen at her purring. That's so much better. That's so much better. She's got a very light exhaust leak, and I'm pretty sure it is on the driver's side. But to be honest with you, I'm leaving it. I think I'm gonna leave it. We'll leave it until that side breaks. And then we'll fix it. But I mean, listen to her. She's good. She's good. That's what I'm talking about. I can handle that a whole lot better too and from work. Otherwise, I was probably gonna lose my sanity. I was about ready to start using dadgum earplugs while driving her. I don't really want to do this. But ever since I got the car, all right, just like 90% of my vehicles, I bought them from my dad. Because something was wrong with them and he'd let them sit. So then I'd buy them from cheap, fix them, and be driving them. You know what I'm saying? Bought this one from Dad. Obviously, that one was a full restore. Okay, so she's one day it'll get done. I keep jumping back and forth from everything else. Like I needed a break from it because I worked so hard on it for a while. Blah blah. I'm gonna stop yapping. But bought it from my dad. It was sitting in the yard. It was his late wife's. She had passed. It sat for a while. Then he drove it for a while. Then a daggum ball joint went out, and I'm talking about, wheel, had to get towed home, all that. It sat in the yard for like 2 or 3 years. Just sitting there. So your boy went, hey, yo, what's up with the car there? I could use a work car. At the time, I had a car payment on I think I had a Jeep Compass, the Trail Hawk edition. It was a nice little Jeep. I liked it. It was comfortable. All that. It wasn't a Jeep, okay? I know that. It was an SUV, family vehicle. It wasn't an off-road thing. I know, but I liked it. It was comfortable. Anyways, had a payment. I was wanting to get rid of it. Come across this, $500. Threw some ball joints on it. Dropped the tank, new fuel filter and fuel pump. Drove that baby home. Obviously, she needed tires too, because Daddy ain't never put no tires on nothing. I'm pretty sure he changes a vehicle before he changes tires. Or when he needs tires, he just changes vehicles. Pretty sure that's how it goes. But I've been driving her ever since. At the time, she only had like 125,000 miles. She had 98, cuz. She ain't got but 145 maybe on her now. I've been driving her back and forth to work 2 or 3 years now. But when I did the ball joints, I bought a whole kit for the front end, and I only done the ball joints, and then I just started driving it and all that. Well, don't mind my baseball cards and everything from when I was a kid. I probably need to put them up somewhere where they're not gonna be completely covered. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, look, I'm pretty decent there. Oh, they're in good shape in there. It'll be fine. But I did. It'll be good, y'all. Don't worry. I promise it is. But in my old lunchbox here. Oh, garbage. What the crap? Is there anything in here? Garbage. Okay, now we're getting to some stuff. We got front end parts, all that. And there's that fitment on her. To replace them now, but I'm not going to. I already got these. And they need to be put on the car. They've been sitting over here collecting dust for a couple years now. I know, I'm terrible. Grab my lunch box and go to work. Hey, what about that? So, let's see. I'm so glad we got that daggum exhaust fixed. Is it a permanent fix? I don't know. I hope so, though. I hope so. I'm really surprised it's not raining. I'd kind of rather go put up Christmas lights than mess with front end crap. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. All right, so I finally broke down and got all them parts out of the lunchbox, okay, and the dusty bags, and started piecing them together. Obviously, they're not exactly how they're going to be. I just got them started. That way, when I get the piece off, I can lay it down, compare the two, adjust it the way it needs to be adjusted, lock it in, and then we can go back on with it, okay? Make this process a little quicker for me once we start taking things off. Now I need to take a couple wheels off and start busting some nuts loose, I guess. Also, at least I got the ones that was greasable. I mean, that's awesome, right? I think I got some grease somewhere. Well, it took me a little while, and it's raining again, so I guess it's a good thing that I didn't go try to put up no Christmas lights, huh? I guess. Well, I finally got this thing out of here. Now, I could not get the pitman arm. I got the nut off of it, but I can't get it to come loose just yet. So, but since I got this out, I'm gonna pull my new parts over here, piece this thing together, get it as close as possible to what I'm bringing out, because I know it drove fine when I pulled it in here. We want her to drive fine when she pulls out too. Also, when I took these wheels off, I did go ahead and rotate them, because I mean, why not? I already got all 4 wheels off the ground. 2 of them was coming off anyways. Why not bust the other 2 off, swap them out, right? But pull my new parts over here, piece them together, see if we can get close to what I got right here. All right, so plan isn't going exactly how it should, okay? What I'm saying is, and this right here don't look the same as these others. Look at it right there. Don't get me wrong. The overall shape of the bottom here is pretty much dead on. That right there. What's up with that? I wonder if there's a rod over there that's bolted. Maybe it's a 2-piece ordeal over there. I need to go look. But also, I did not get the pitman arm off, so I left it on. We're just gonna keep the one on there. Oh, let's see here. Oh, it is 2-piece. It is 2-piece. I don't know if you can see them 2 bolts up there. That's cool. There is 2 bolts up there. Nice. There's just 2-piece. That's crazy. I didn't think about that. I guess I need to take that one off then, don't I? Well, I might need to see if I can take them 2 bolts out first. Now that I got, I don't know. Just don't know if I can get her off I got a puller, but there's not a big enough gap. Just slide it on here for you. So you slide on there, there's no gap for that to slide through. It's too tight. So it's like they had it too tight on there or something. Oh, my bad. So yeah, that's as far as it'll go. Obviously that ain't gonna work. That's not even touching the bolt at all, much less being dead center of it. And then, like I said, there's not a big enough gap. Even if you try to, it's not going in there, man. All right, so finally got that off there. She was a little stuck, but it came off. Just pulled this off of the old stuff. And then, but look at here. Missing anything? See how that one's got a sleeve? That one, no sleeve. And I just realized that one's missing a greasable thing. Or grease. Surely is. I got one somewhere here that I misplaced, maybe? I'll give her a quick look. Alright, I stole the grease fitting off of the pitman arm that we will not be using. Apparently, I was one grease fitting short. But honestly, I told you that I'd already done the ball joints before. So I could have lost one then and then stole one from the rest of the stuff. But here we go. Got everything together here. About to slide her in and install this thing. And then after I get her installed, we'll throw some grease. Well, you know, I found a grease gun. I'm not sure how much grease I got. But she'll get some grease. I finally got her on. She went on a little bit easier than it come off, but I don't know, just took a little wiggling to get up in there. Here's what we got. All right, so I compared my lengths and everything pretty good because all I had to do is at the very most on my end here, tilted in, I did not move them at all. So, brand new tie rods, idler arm, still the old crusty bar, then new tie rods and old crusty pitman arm, okay? Don't be a hater, okay? I didn't want to mess nothing up while trying to get that mug off. Also, I found my grease gun. She was empty, so I got to go get some grease. So that's just lovely, you know. So maybe I can talk my wife into getting some tacos while we're out. So see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna leave old girl up on the lift. Yeah, see, poor man lift, okay, jack stands. But we got the exhaust right. We ain't loud as crap nor sound like a tractor, so that's better. And then finally doing this brand new parts on the front end. So surely that'll help a little bit. I feel like she was starting to get a little bit of play there, you know. I'll get some grease today. I was already planning on going to town for something. I don't remember what it was. What was it? Oh yeah, bolts, bed bolts for the 72. That's what I was gonna do. I knew that was something. Golly. My phone's disgusting too. All right, so me and my phone are about to go use some hand wipes. Apparently. Oh, I hope I didn't get in my beard. Although it'd probably be some, you know, I could use some of it to get rid of some of this gray. My little man 6. And he takes after his daddy. He likes to give people a hard time. Well, he been giving me a hard time here lately, and I ain't about to stand for it. A little punk talking about the gray in my beard, okay? We're about to throw down. And give him a dadgum Randy Savage off the top rope or something. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I gotta get some grease, get some bed bolts, and it's time to go pick up some heathens anyway, so. We'll catch y'all in the morning. Most likely bright and early, because that's the way I like to do things. That's the only way I get anything done, is come out here early, do a little bit until the rest of them lazy heifers is up. And then I go in there, eat some breakfast, we play, we do whatever. When nap time comes, your boy come back out. It's the only way I get anything done. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Like, I know nobody cares about the old hot rod Lincoln over here. Well, she ain't no hot rod no more. She don't sound like a dadgum freight train coming down. It sounds like a dadgum log truck with a dadgum jake brake coming to the stop sign over here. It was freaking ridiculous. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. Well, Look, it's 6 o'clock now, but I've been out here for an hour and a half anyways, if I'm being honest. I had to collect my thoughts and everything, because I wasn't wanting to do nothing. Now the sun ain't up, but it's starting to get a little bit lighter out there, and the chickens is a dadgum crowing and making all kinds of racket. But I picked up some grease yesterday. What the crap was that? But I picked up some grease yesterday. I got them bolts I told you I needed for the truck bed. But so let's lock and load and throw a little grease in this, and we can throw her back on the ground and get her out of my dadgum shop, all right? So I'll get back with you in just a minute. All right, well, I just greased everything up. Everything I could get to. And then I remember, then I looked back and I was like, oh dang, them upper ball joints there. I said, the ones I replaced were greasable. I never greased them. So then I looked at them and them those look all collapsed, okay? So I threw a bunch of grease down. Started swelling up, mode looked good, boy. You know when you have that thought, just a little bit more, or just one more pump on the, because mine's a hand pump type of deal, grease gun. When you have that thought, just say no. So here's what we got. Because I gave her one more pump, and then that little bitty hole that up in there in the side of that boot, that sprayed all the way out here. And then slowly losing pressure, and then just started piling up right here. So when you have that thought, just one more pump, just a tiny bit more, just go ahead and stop right there. Now, on the other side, I went and did it. And when I seen that boot starting to raise up and thicken up, I give her a little, is she good? You can tell she had something. I just stopped. That's what I should have done right here. I got a little carried away, unfortunately. But let's wipe this up and get these wheels back on. Well, she's back on the ground, okay? So, got her greased up this morning. Got the wheels back on. She's off the jack stands, finally. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, I guess, but now it's about time for old girl to get up out of the shop. Because them chickens is at it this morning, but we're gonna back her out, put her in her usual spot, and then I may or may not push the truck back in. I might just let it sit out there for right now. I might bust my butt trying to push it in since it's been raining. But even though it's been raining, I don't think it's raining right now, so I'm debating on putting up some Christmas lights. And it's not even 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, so I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how loud or quiet she is. Boy, it's nice right there. All right, look, I lied to myself. I went ahead and pushed it back in, okay? So I did, I did leave it out in the rain overnight and everything. One reason I needed the car in here to work on it. But two, I also wanted to see what it looked like wet. Because when we give her a good cleaning and Scotch-Brite and, Comet wash to get a little of the rust stains and stuff off, I wanted to get an idea of what she'd look like wet. Because when I do find whatever Poppy's patina or sweet patina or shine juice, whatever I end up using, I was curious what she might look like. Because that's not far off from what she'd look like with some of that stuff on there. I think she looks pretty good. If the front was lowered a couple inches. Because I feel like the front's a hair taller than the back now. Wouldn't you say so? I think we need some lowering springs or something up front. We might just heat them springs, who knows? But, so we're done with the Lincoln. Unfortunately, the work car only gets so much love. But she puts in more work than any other vehicle around here. So, sometimes it's just how it goes. But I think I'm about to put up some Christmas lights. I don't care if the sun is just now coming up. But this is what I got, by the way. And some of them all year round lights, they change different colors. You've seen them. There's a bunch of different companies that makes them. I got them from I think I actually got them off eBay, but I found them on Amazon to begin with. So I'll probably show you a picture at the end here just to, so I done it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I know the Lincoln video is boring and everything, but we got other stuff we're working on, just unfortunately, everything you have to do isn't always fun. So sometimes you got to knock them other things out too, just so you can get back to the fun. Look at that sun coming up. We'll catch y'all later. Here's your picture. Y'all, we have a problem. As we probably suspected we would. But now that I'm up next to the house, look here. Oh, this is my tallest ladder. Stretched on out. Here's what she looked like.